You must have heard many times that a common human uses only 10% of their brain, but what would happen if someone started using 100% of their brain? What kind of things would they be able to do? That is exactly what this story tries to show. Well, we see a pond where a gorilla is drinking water, but just then, a voice comes from behind it saying, "Life was given to us a billion years ago, but what have we done with that life?" Scene shift. We now see the current generation, who are busy in their hustle and bustle. Among them is a girl named Lucy. She is standing outside a hotel with her boyfriend. Lucy met her boyfriend only a few days ago, so she doesn't know what he does for a living. Her boyfriend gives her a suitcase and says that she needs to take this suitcase inside the hotel and give it to a man, in exchange for which she will get $1,000. Lucy is surprised, wondering why someone would give so much money for such a small task. She feels it must be something wrong, so she refuses to do it and starts to leave. But suddenly her boyfriend puts handcuffs on her hand and ties her to the suitcase. Seeing this, Lucy gets very angry and asks him to open the handcuffs. But her boyfriend says, "These handcuffs will only open once you are inside, because the key is with the man inside the hotel to whom you have to give this suitcase." Lucy has no other option, so she has to go inside the hotel. Upon entering, Lucy tells the receptionist that she has to give this suitcase to a man. He asks for his name, but Lucy doesn't know the man's name. She asks her boyfriend, who is standing outside the hotel, for the name. But just then, some men in black suits arrive and shoot her boyfriend dead. Seeing this, Lucy is completely shocked. Now, the men in suits grab her and take her to their boss, who has just finished killing someone. He gives Lucy a code and tells her to open the suitcase. But before she can open it, all the people standing there become completely silent. Seeing this, Lucy is terrified. She asks them, "Is there a bomb in this?" Their boss says, "No." Lucy trembles as she opens the box, and inside, she finds 4 blue-colored packets. These packets contain a very powerful, rare type of drug. Now, the boss tests this powder. He tells one of the men to consume it, and as soon as he takes it, the man goes completely insane. And then the boss shoots him. Seeing all this, the ground slips from under Lucy's feet. She repeatedly tells them, "Please let me go." But the boss asks her, "Will you work for us?" In reply, she says, "I am a student. Please let me go. I don't do these things." Just then, a man punches her hard and she faints. A while later, when Lucy opens her eyes, she finds herself in a hotel room. Her condition was not good. She had a cut on her stomach, and she feels that these people might have removed one of her organs. And just then, a man comes to her and says, "Don't be afraid. We haven't removed any of your organs. We just hid a small packet inside your stomach." Lucy asks, "What is in this packet?" He tells her it is CPH4, a kind of drug, and that they will tell her where to take it, and then the packet will be removed there. There were 3 other people besides Lucy who had undergone the same operation. Now the boss, whose name is Mr. Jang, tells everyone, "If any of you tries to cheat or run away, we will kill your entire family." After this, they put a black cloth over their faces and take them to different places. When the cloth is removed from Lucy's face, she finds herself locked in a room, and 2 men are standing near her. One of the men starts misbehaving with her, so Lucy starts backing away. Seeing this, the man gets angry and beats Lucy very badly, which causes the packet in her stomach to burst. Now the powder starts spreading throughout Lucy's body at the speed of a bullet. Her eyes start turning blue, and she even starts floating in the air. She had gone completely insane, as if electricity was running through her body. Seeing this, you can guess how powerful this drug is. Well, after this, we are shown 20%, meaning because of this drug, Lucy's brain is opened up, and now she is using 20% of her brain. Scene shift. Here we see another character, Professor Samuel, who is giving a lecture on the human brain at a seminar. He tells everyone that since the world began, only one human has used up to 13% of their brain, and that person is Albert Einstein. Apart from him, an average person uses only 4% of their brain. But with that 4%, humans have made many inventions like going to the moon, landing on Mars, building airplanes, and much more. But if any human uses 20% of their brain, they can control their body, their heartbeat, and their blood circulation in their own way. However, this hasn't happened yet. But there is one animal that has used 20% of its brain, and that is the dolphin, which can talk to other dolphins through a process called telepathy. In the end, a man asks the professor, "What if someone uses 100% of their brain?" The professor says, "I don't have the answer to this, but if someone does that, it will be impossible to stop them." Scene shift again. We see Lucy, who is sitting very calmly. Just then, a man comes to take her, but now Lucy has changed completely. She calls him near, pulls his belt, and throws him away, and also takes his gun. She has become free with just 20% of her brain. Imagine what will happen if she uses 100%. Well, looking at Lucy now, you can't tell that she is the old Lucy. She is completely confident. She gets out of there and, thinking about it, blows away all 4 men sitting there. She eats a lot of food because she needs strength. She had a bullet in her shoulder, which she removes with her own hands because Lucy's brain had become so super active due to the usage that she was no longer feeling any pain. She goes straight to a hospital where she has to get the packet removed from inside her, and at the same time, she also wants to know what is happening to her. With 20% brain usage, she had learned all the world's languages in a few minutes. She goes straight to the operation theater where some doctors were treating a patient. Lucy shoots the patient and lies down on the operation bed herself, telling the doctors, "You would not have been able to save this patient." And then she tells the doctor to remove the packet from inside her stomach. You will be surprised to know that while Lucy is being operated on, she is conscious. It looks like it's not an operation but a joke. After the operation, the doctor talks to her. "We have removed the packet, but half of it is still inside you." Lucy asks, "How much time will I take to recover completely?" And she asks the doctor about this drug, what it is. Here for the first time, we find out what it actually is. Lucy says, "This is a drug called CPH4. Hearing this, the doctors are surprised. They say, "I have heard that some people are making a synthetic version of this, but I didn't know it was already made." Hearing this, she asks him, "What is it actually?" So the doctor explains that when a lady is pregnant, a very small amount of CPH4 is produced inside her. It helps the baby growing inside the pregnant lady and building its brain and bones. It gives a boost to the baby, which helps the body take shape. But half of your packet is dissolved inside you. I don't know what will happen to you now. Well, here Lucy's brain starts working even faster. She calls her mom and tells her all the things that even her mother didn't remember. She says, "Mom, I remember when I was born, and I also remember when I kicked inside your stomach. I can feel everything. I can feel gravity. I can feel the heat coming from my body. I can feel the rotation of the earth. I can feel the blood flowing in my veins. What is happening to me?" Her mother was also shocked to hear all this. So you can imagine, she has used only 20% of her brain. Now Lucy comes out of the hospital, and here she starts seeing all the neurocells of the trees, how trees suck water from the ground. Her eyes have become microscopes. After this, she goes to the same hotel where the story started, kills all the men of that gang there, and goes straight to the boss's room, who was comfortably getting a massage. As soon as she goes there, Lucy stabs both his hands with a knife and asks him, "Where are the remaining packets? Where have you sent them?" The boss doesn't tell her anything. Here, Lucy uses her powers. She touches his brain and sees his memories too. She has gained so much power that she finds out where these people have sent the packets, one of which was sent to Berlin, the second to Paris, and the third to Rome. After getting the information, she tells the boss, "Thank you," and leaves. Seeing this, the boss was completely shaken. Well, next she goes to her friend's house, and just by touching her, she finds out what diseases her friend has. Well, after this, she reads all of Professor Samuel's research on her computer in just a few minutes. The professor is the same one we saw giving a lecture a while ago. After reading about them, Lucy calls the professor and says, "I want to meet you. I have studied all your research." This seems like a joke to the professor because he himself doesn't remember how many thousands of pages of notes he has written. But when Lucy says, "You have written 6,000 pages, he is surprised. And just then, suddenly, Lucy starts controlling the TV kept in front of them. She can control every electromagnetic thing. Seeing this, the professor's brain spins. He couldn't believe how this is happening. After this, she tells him everything and says, "I can control the phones of all the people in this world sitting right here." She controls the professor's mobile phone, his watches, everything. She tells him, "A drug was put inside me because of which my brain is working at 30%. I don't understand what is happening to me. I don't feel pain, nor do I have any desires. Whether it is quantum physics or cell nucleus, everything is exploding in my brain. I don't know what I have to do with this." The professor says, "I think you should pass all this information to the scientists so that we can create a better future." Now Lucy tells him, I will meet you in 12 hours. Lucy now goes straight to another country and, at the airport, calls the police and tells them about the people who are taking those packets to different countries. The police officer doesn't believe her words at first, but when Lucy sends the photos of those 3 men to his computer, he believes her, after which the police team catches the 3 men one by one. After giving all the information to the police, she goes to take a flight. After sitting on the flight, she takes a glass of champagne, but as soon as one sip goes inside her body, all her cells start breaking. She starts running to the washroom, but now her condition has started to get very bad. Her body is starting to melt. She is forced to consume the remaining powder that she got from her stomach, and as soon as she consumes it, she faints. When she opens her eyes, she finds herself in a hospital, and now her brain is working at 50%. Now that police officer is waiting for her there. He thinks Lucy is a criminal. As soon as she comes out of the hospital, he points a gun at her, but Lucy makes everyone faint without even touching them. Seeing this, the police officer is surprised. Lucy asks him about those remaining packets. Meanwhile, on the other side, the rest of the police team takes those 3 men to the hospital so that they can remove those packets from inside them. But by then, the boss's gang members arrive at the hospital to take those packets and sell them in another country, and Lucy gets to know about this because she had listened to that man's phone calls. She takes that police officer's car and immediately heads towards the hospital. Seeing her driving, the police officer asks her, "Do you always drive like this?" Lucy says, "No. I am driving a car for the first time." She drives the car as if spreading butter on bread. Well, she reaches the hospital, and here we see Lucy's real powers because now her brain was at 60%. She was blowing away the gang members without even touching them. Their bullets had no effect on her. She can control the minds of the people in front, which is why those people cannot do anything to her. After beating them up, she takes those 3 packets and goes straight to the professor. And here, the professor and his team are already ready. They had some doctors with them. On reaching there, Lucy gives everyone a lot of knowledge, but one doctor couldn't believe her words. So he says, "If you can know everything, then prove it to me." And then Lucy keeps her hand on his shoulder, and within moments, she tells him so many things about himself that even he didn't know. Seeing this, the senses of all the doctors are blown away. Further, she tells the professor and his colleagues about many things in math and science, where she says, "All the math equations you have been taught are wrong. If you want to find out anything in this world, then only time can do that. We have always learned that 1 + 1 is 2, but this is wrong. Actually, numbers don't exist, and neither do letters. We have created all this for our existence." The professor asks, "If humans are not a unit of math and the universe doesn't run on mathematics, then who runs it?" Lucy gives an example. A car running on the road. If we increase its speed, a time will come when its existence will be erased. That is why time is everything. She keeps changing herself into different mutant while sitting there, because she has now gained control over the cells of her body. If any of you gains control over your body cells, you can stop your growth, meaning if you want, you can stay young forever. Hearing all this, everyone sitting there is surprised, but Lucy says, "I will have to inhale these 3 packets to gain more knowledge." On the other side, when the gang's boss realizes that his drug can do so much, he enters the research center and starts attacking everyone. The officer comes inside and says, "You will have to be quick, we cannot hold them for long." And Lucy says, "The time has come to go." And then we see her start inhaling those 3 packets, and she tells the professor, "I will give all the knowledge, all the wisdom, on a pen drive so that you can tell the coming generation what we are capable of." And then slowly, that powder starts working inside her body. Black liquid comes out from inside her, which searches for energy and metal so that she can store all the information in one place. Then comes the time when she uses 100% of her brain, and as this happens, she gets powers with which she can time travel. She goes thousands of years back in time. First, she meets a group of tribal people, and then she goes further back in time to see dinosaurs, and goes even further back to meet the first human of this world, who was a gorilla. But her journey doesn't stop here. She goes even further back and sees how the Earth we are living on was formed, and sees how the universe was created, how life started on our Earth. She finds out that some cells came from outside to our Earth, which started life on Earth. Lucy had now become so powerful that she could see the past, present, and future all at once. But in the meantime, the gang's boss kills everyone and comes to Lucy and points a gun at her. And as soon as he fires the bullet, Lucy disappears from there, and now she has gained the power to become invisible. And just then, the police officer arrives there and kills the boss. After which, Lucy makes a pen drive, which she gives to the professor, which contains all the information and knowledge, and then she vanishes without a trace. And the officer doesn't understand what is going on. So he asks the professor, where did she go? And just then, Lucy's message arrives on his phone. I am everywhere. In the end, we hear the same line with which we started. Life was given to us 1 billion years ago, but what have we done with it? And this question is for you. It depends on you what you did with the life you got, how you use your time. This story will force you to think about many things. Can we actually use 100% of our brain? If you had such powers, what would you do? Comment below and let us know.